So this is the final video in the series. So the fifth use case that I use AI a lot is for writing test cases. And this is one of the areas where I think AI has helped me a lot. I don't enjoy writing test cases, and I am sure like a lot of people don't do, but it is pretty useful, right? Like to debug and like refactor, and I don't have to tell you that how useful test is. There are some tools that I've tried and some tools that I use. I've heard a lot about Codium, and I have tried it a couple of times. It does some of the things right in a way that you can just type it here, that write test for this file. I think it should work. And this, and then you could insert here in the right side. You could also sometime Codium shows here occurs some icon that if you click, you can write code there, like write a test for there, and they have some agentic workflow that it first creates a sort of bunch of tests, and then there is then it has a reduction step where it gives you a few set of tests. I have tried it. What I have not found it useful is you don't exactly know what they are testing. Like a lot of time they mock everything, and it's not clearly documented in the test that okay, this is the success criteria. This is why it should fail, and you are not confident even after writing tests that do you have the real code coverage. Yes, you have written the code test and you have for every endpoint, but it doesn't give me that confidence most of the time. There could be better way to use it, which I'm not be, but it's a good first draft, that I would agree. The way I use AI to write test code at this point is that I copy paste the code into a doc or somewhere, and then I write the things that I want to test. So for example, if this is the code, then I will, in the case of, I have used Codium also less here, but if I had to use it, I would say that mock the LLM class and nothing else, and make sure parsing works, and write test. So this is how I would say it. Like I made it extremely clear what it has to mock, what it has to test, and then I know. And one thing I do after I write all of these tests is I also tell it to write extensive doc strings and comments. So that way makes it more clear that what is being tested and what is not. So write, good thing typo does not matter. Write extensive doc strings and comments to show what's being tested and what's not. So that is another way that you could enhance and make sure that it's understandable for everyone. And even if let's say it's not doing something right, the structure is so nice that everything is in place here that you can then take it up and refine it. I use Anthropic a lot here, and ChatGPT, like just copy there and be very clear that this is what I want in terms of the test, and then it does a good job. And somehow I have found ChatGPT also pretty helpful. But like in most of the use cases, I've seen Anthropic do a lot better. But when it comes to writing tests, I think Anthropic goes overboard in simplifying, mocking everything, while ChatGPT does a good job for me. So this is the final use case on writing test. I am sure there are a lot of interesting things that could be done in this testing, because to be really frank, it's not that creative and in complex field. So I hope that tools get a lot better. Like I could just write select to-do statement that these are the things I want to test, and the test happens on their own. But these are the tools that I use for now. So let me know what tools you use today.